Okay, so it's a lady with a bunch of moths on her face. Fantastic. Face moths. Roger. Subtitles, sure. So it's easier for y'all to see. It's slightly smaller than my screen. Display, audio. Cane volume. I don't know what Silent Night means. Chatty Cassie. I'd like to know my character. Cassie will talk a fair amount. Silent Night. Cassie will only speak for plot critical lines. Oh man, you know what I like? I like characters who shut up. I don't know. Never played it before. I don't even know what genre it is. I just bought it. Inspired by true events. Sure.
When you're blind, you learn a thing or two about trust. You learn who to trust.
Wait, you play a blind person in this game? That's cool.
You learn what to trust.
Focus, Cassie. What's this sound?
That's cool.
A fan.
Good. Now, what's in front of the fan?
I didn't realize she was blind.
Cassie, sounds are how we see. Listen. Tap your cane.
Oh, that's why it said cane.
It's a coffee mug.
Excellent. Though you are without sight, it does not mean you cannot see.
And most importantly, you learn to trust yourself. Even if that means hopping on the first flight to Boston to find the mansion from your nightmares. I don't know why I've been having these dreams for months now, and I certainly don't know what's waiting for me at Echo Bluff. But I do know I can't take much more of the torment. So I'm trusting myself to get to the bottom of it.
This is too cool. Did they involve any blind people in the making of this game, I wonder? Dude, I might end up putting this game in my
Hello?
Games as Art presentation I'm doing for the Rotary Club here in Los Alamos.
I need to do this. I'm at the door.
Even not having played it at length, but just to like demonstrate this is something you can do with a video game that you can't really pull off with a movie or a novel, right? Can I turn the cane noise down a teensy? That's better. Yeah, you really felt it in Daredevil. That was real. See you, Jaded. Locked door? Can't do that to a blind person. I'll keep looking around here. Explore for the next scalpel. Okay. Oh, I can crouch. That's creepy. There's a great movie with Audrey Hepburn. I forget what it's called. But basically she's a blind person and there's like a home invasion. And it's kind of like a thriller, like an early horror movie. It was before modern horror sensibility, for sure.
Hello? I know
Kryptonite of
nobody's
blind
there,
people.
but
Snakes on a plane.
I'm just doing my due diligence. Hello?
I really like that option to pick between a chatty main character.
I should have worked out a plan if someone is, you know, here.
Weird way to open a door. Rope. Go locate. This is a really sucky place to be a blind person. That was spooky.
Deep breaths, Cassie. You're here for a reason. In my dreams, I always see a rope, a ticket, an apple, and an axe. Maybe start there?
Oh, that's super spooky. The thing that lets me actually see. It looked like it gave color to the world for a second. Presumably I can feel
Dearest
the
Richard,
letterings on this.
Happy anniversary, my love. What a perfect way to begin our 10th year together. New house, new baby on the way. I know this fresh start is the perfect way to complete our
That's a
family.
good point, Matt.
Felicia.
Make a game playable by blind people.
What was that? A memory?
Spoopy. Want some of this pizza, man. Pepperoni. Some garlic bread of some kind. Can't get the pizza. Unplayable. 0 out of 10. I bet you can't pet the dogs in this one, too. Really? That's interesting.
Felicia's pregnancy suits her. She glows. She walks around holding her tummy. Sometimes she just smiles for no reason. I was worried about the solitude of this place, but
That sounds like pregnancy.
is going to be her whole world.
Unfettered
Until then, I
joy.
just need to keep a batch of chocolate chip
Messages.
cookies on hand at all times. It appears cravings aren't just a wives' tale.
Phone. Voicemail. Music. Voicemail.
Oh, this is cool. How many of these do I have? Holy shit, I got a ton of them.
Messages. Message. Michael. Hey. Michael. Hey there, Cass. I just got word you're heading to Massachusetts. That's quite the trip. Me. Hey Miller. Yep. I'm on the tarmac. Good times.
It depends on how much
Michael,
effort they actually
really?
put into the audio
Like just
feedback
now?
effect.
That's a pretty long flight. Why Massachusetts? Me. Long indeed. But necessary. Sorry to be so cryptic, but it's important that I go. Michael,
Yeah, it would be cool if this
okay.
game had,
If you ever need to email me again, I'll be waiting. Me.
yeah. Like, if you could... Is that just a sound effect that's basically the same every time, or do they actually change the waveform based on the objects that it's bouncing off of? I would assume the former rather than the latter. Another thing that would be cool that this game doesn't do is if they use force feedback, and this would probably only really work on the Switch with the HD rumble, but like have it so that when you're approaching an object, you get slight rumbles the closer you get to it, as though you're constantly like waving your cane in front of you. I think you could make a game like this that's almost entirely HD rumble. Maybe you have a little bit in front of you, like you can see here. That could be really cool.
Dylan,
What's up?
are you still playing your bus game?
No.
Okay, I need you to weigh in on something.
What's up?
I'm not sure
We're
what's
playing Dominion.
Uh-huh.
Played Tribute, this card,
Uh-huh.
and he had those two cards.
Yeah.
So what do I get?
You get 4 points. These are 2 different treasure cards.
Okay,
Right.
alright.
Okay, that was my
Sure.
interpretation.
It's each differently named is what's
But
important.
he
If
pointed
it had
out
been-
that they're both treasure cards.
Yeah, so I just didn't
when
know
they say
if-
name, they mean this.
Oh.
But if it had been 2 coppers, then it would have only been 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're banking on there being variety in the hand versus the same thing.
Funny for you.
Playing a blind
Alright.
person in this game, you might like this.
Wait.
Oh, that's
Audrey,
cool. Ah, you
So
Daredevil
You
it.
tap your cane and you can see
It's
things.
like Daredevil.
Oh, I was thinking Toph, but yes, also Daredevil. Yes.
Audrey Hepburn movie you showed me. What was that called? Wait Until Dark?
Wait Until Dark. Yeah, if anyone wants to see a fantastic, like, late 60s thriller, it screams
Hello?
60s. Very good. I think it has one of the top 5, like, jump scares. Maybe not 5.
You really?
20.
It's a good movie. I enjoyed it.
It's got a good jump scare. It got Jai real bad.
Rules lawyer. Yeah, Andrea hype. Really?
Oh, here. You should hear this song.
Oh,
It's my
different
song.
heads. Those are gross
Now,
from my
Cassie,
sweat.
That music box belongs to St. Joseph's, not to Cassie.
Hey, Andrea hype.
Did you like make this?
Well, I mean, it's based on the boss music for Final Fantasy VI.
Okay, that
So-
I was like, this
so
is
it's like
really familiar.
Yeah, yeah, it's
For some reason, I
Cascade.
just
Yeah,
didn't put my finger on it.
Okay.
yeah, that's the Andrea hype song.
That's awesome.
So whenever I show up on stream, Andrea's torso hype.
Oh yeah.
Propagatable's cool. He's from New Zealand.
Hear that? You're a
Left that
prop
one
piece,
buried in the
propagable.
backyard. What brought that back? There it is, the rope.
I have human friends. Whoa, that's a lot of.
I don't understand.
So I'm curious if this place is actually haunted or if
This
she's
seemed
just a
damn well for my
hallucinating
dreams.
blind
What
person.
the hell does it mean?
Andrew's just really tall.
Guess I still have some digging around to do.
Wish I'd left that one buried in the backyard.
Oh, that's creepy. Does this game involve in any way the team that made Republique? Slash, was this game only for PC or was there a like an iOS version of it too? I guess it would be kind of hard to play on iOS unless if it was on Rails or something. Maybe you could hold 2 fingers to move forward, hold left or right to turn, and then tap to reveal. Can't open the door. This is a really cool concept for a game. You get different sounds from tapping on the fireplace. That's cool. Oh, there's an about face button. Oh no, it's not an about face button. It's a this is where you should go button. Fantastic. Modern game design. Helpful in a game when you're blind. Although that's the general direction I have to go. I might need to follow. It's kind of cool that she knows there's a draft this way. Makes sense. Oh.
Was the tree in my dreams and I just forgot?
Oh, that's creepy. Somebody's coughing somewhere. Yeah. Propagable. This is where I should go. Superpower would be really helpful for blind people. Spooky ghosts.
Honey, can you grab the pills you prescribed me for morning sickness? I left my purse in the car.
This is really interesting because, like, the novelty of playing as a blind person is, like, so cool that it's completely overriding any sense of horror that should be coming around with this. I mean, maybe they can make it spooky, but, like, ghosts aren't real, right? So it's just really, oh man, I'm blind. Oh, look, there's a ghost. Cool. Yeah, that's the way we eventually want to go. I'm gonna try going around the back here. I don't know if I've ever had a game do that where, like, it would only ever happen in a horror game, right? Where the novelty of the mechanic is enough to distract you. I still think this is the right general direction. We're going down the stairs. I don't think there's a way for me to navigate through here when I get down to the bottom, though, is there? They don't have any superpowers, though. You're just a normal, not OP blind person. Hey! Alright. Spooky scary. Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves. Left bumper to run. That's cool. Hey, you seem friendly. Oh, it's an owl. If I were a mouse, I would be afraid of you. Or any kind of rodent. I should see if the Werewolf Bar Mitzvah song triggers copyright. If not, I could add that as a sound effect. Grab shovel.
Richard makes fun of me for it, but I hate the dirt here. There are no worms, for goodness sake. Oh, no wonder my little seedlings aren't taking root. Tomorrow I'll head down to a bait shop and see if some night crawlers do the trick.
I hope this opens the door for someone to make a game about a blind person that's not in a spooky, scary ghost house with, like, evil witches and ghosts and stuff. This is a really novel concept. I think you could make, like, a legitimately anxiety-inducing game where you're just kind of, like, walking down the street in the town. You can't see anything. Playing a whole game of Batman Detective Vision. I think my favorite solution to the Batman Detective Vision problem was in Tomb Raider 2013. You tap a button to turn on Tomb Raider Vision, but it only works while she's standing still, and it stays on so long as she's standing still, but as soon as she moves, it dissipates. And if you use it while she's running, it like makes a burst that lets you see things for a second or two, and then it goes away. So you don't end up spending the whole game in that mode and missing out on all the pretty art assets. It gives you the information you need, and then it moves on. Beyond Eyes. I haven't played it. How does it work? Do you have something like this where you're echolocating? It looks like it's maybe progress through there. Something in the car, it looks like. Look at that owl hiss at me. Yeah, I mean, they need to tell you the run button, but I guess it would probably be better if you were in a situation where you didn't know to run yet, and you like look behind you or something and you saw it.
Patient, Briar, Felicia. 20 milligrams fluoxetine, tabs. Instructions, take twice
Fluoxetine
daily
is an
with water.
antidepressant.
Dr.
Tinder is on
Richard
it.
Briar.
I used to take it briefly. Draws the environment based on ambient sounds. That's a really cool concept.
New text message from Serge.
Hey, about to board. What's up? Not angry, just concerned.
Look, I need answers. I just got here and this shit's messed up. I'm onto something. And I'm starting to think I'm having these nightmares for a reason.
Yeah.
Message sent.
Well, that's a good reason to have her talk out her text messages, right? Yeah, I think I agree with you. I mean, sometimes that can be used for great effect. Like, there's like a mechanics of storytelling thing, right? Like the multiple save points thing I keep talking about in Silent Hill 2. Like, showing you press the bumper to run means like, oh shit. Because their goal here is to not show you the thing that you should be running from, but telling you that maybe you should run. You're like, oh god, what is it, right? But I hear your point. Like, maybe there's a better way to do it.
We have no real neighbors, so the only folks we've met have been at local markets. Brief interactions. Felicia and I aren't bar hopping types, so for the most part, we're alone up here. I don't mind the solitude myself. In fact, I thrive when it's just me and my thoughts. But I'm worried Felicia's going to want some girlfriends.
No, that makes sense.
I should encourage her to get out more. And make sure she doesn't mention our address.
Spooky. Freaking child gate. Chest high walls. Blind people can
I'll be up in a
climb.
bit. Just leave it on the bar, honey.
These bills. Spooky on repeat.
Each one is absolute crap. I've got a stack of JAMA journals up to my chin, and every issue is stuffed with pompous pseudo-intellectual prattle about the dangers of the medical model and the anti-pharmaceutical movement. Do no harm, my ass. One of my colleagues going to get back to what matters, the patient. Not commentary on the state of bennies. This drivel serves no one.
Will I ever pass this? Hey, it's that spooky thing again. Wait, what's this? Menu. Scan with Delphi.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
Nancy Chang's Chinese cuisine.
That's cool.
Nancy Chang's Chinese cuisine.
That's pretty sweet. Oracle. Oh, hide. That's great. Glad you can just bump into a thing that you can hide in before you're actually forced to hide. Fantastic. Glad that's a mechanic in this game. House is listening.
Who is master of the world?
House of leadership?
No. Thanks, I'm good.
Deedly, 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 deedly. More. Like the implication here is that you can read anything that's you could feel with your fingers, right? The implication she can hear that this is a device that has audio on it. You know, if I ever leave my house, I should make sure I leave a bunch of audio logs all around the apartment. Just buy a bunch of tape recorders.
We'll maintain dosage tomorrow.
I'll be covered in case anyone ever has an adventure in this place.
Dose 2. The imipramine has caused vomiting and patient's hysteria has returned. Moving forward with a combination of monoamine, oxidase inhibitors, and tricyclic antidepressants.
I need to know the combination. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, enemies. Did say the house was listening. That's cute. Wasn't even sure there were going to be enemies in this. Yeah. Alright, so it suddenly becomes a horror game once the thing that you need to be able to see puts you in danger. You know, I feel like resource conservation is like the heart of horror games. And it's interesting because that's unique to video games, right? Like, I don't know if you could do a horror game where you just had infinite resources. What do we got?
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
1. Some kind of woman.
Somehow connected to the tree.
Oh, that's cool.
2. Other people.
Switching from Delphi.
Seemingly unrelated. A 1940s housewife. Could this be Betty? Some man with a mustache. 3. That song. 4. The noises. 5. Misaligned chakras?
Misaligned chakras,
Was
huh?
she having visions too?
Right.
Everything's fine now. I'm fine.
That's
Sandy's fine.
Glad to hear it.
Won't you come back and sleep with us, Richard? Daddy.
Yeah, sure. That seems reasonable. I love how when you hold the objective button, it like... If you're holding it down, it forces you to walk in that direction. Kinda cool.
Oh, man. I suddenly don't feel so good.
The patient is taken to seclusion and doesn't seem to understand her surroundings. This, I think, may be for the best. I will monitor this situation closely before making any more hasty decisions after last time. Still, she needs her medicine and she leaves her pills on her tray each night. She doesn't understand that she needs to get well for herself and for the baby.
Oh, creepy.
I must take matters into my own hands.
I love the whole house is listening.
Matters into my own hands?
And then I kept tapping the thing. It's like, no, seriously, like enemies will spawn. Maybe stop doing that. Could be on the ceiling somewhere? Okay, there's more stairs. Gotcha. So spoopy. You just walk on these steps as loudly as you possibly can, main character. Cassie is her name-o. This seems important.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
The only star I can really seem to hone in on is IC 2118. A fave, to be sure, but the stars are just wrong here. The worst part is that Felicia agrees.
I should try 2118 for that key code.
Good call. Now there's gonna be a... You're backing up bullshit thing happening now, right? Yeah, way to spell it out, game. I thought I put her on silent night mode, where she would only talk for plot critical moments.
Sleep with us, Daddy. Sleep with us.
Get through here, right? You have the option to close doors. It's also kind of creepy.
Just a shot in the dark, but I wonder if that star the good doctor was referring to might be it.
Spelled referring wrong. 1. 2. I put you on silent night mode. Don't talk to me. Jeez. Why isn't he sleeping in your bed?
I know. My fingers fumble keys and sometimes I'm a little slower than before, but you can't keep me prisoner in this house, in this body. I don't want any more pills.
It's creepy. We already read this one, right? You can double check.
1. Some kind of woman.
Yeah.
Somehow
connected to the tree. 2. Other
yes,
people,
yes.
seemingly unrelated. A 1940s housewife. Could this be Betty? Some man with a mustache. 3. That song. 4. The noises. 5. Misaligned chakras.
Okay. Key used. Hooray! Game saved. Probably a good sign, right?
April 2nd. Patient is once again sedated and resting. Part of me wonders if the strange sounds around this house aren't just signs of its age. I'm frightened of this place and of my own wife. I spend most of my time in the turret telling Felicia I'm working and watching the baby.
It's cool.
In reality, I'm cowering.
Creepy.
Found one of Felicia's paintings today.
Doesn't sleep with the little girl and his
I did, in
wife.
fact, encourage her to take up this new hobby.
She's scary.
This piece, well, it sickened me.
Sickened you,
Made
huh?
me question my own advice. It wasn't her technique that gave me pause, but rather her subject matter.
I love the creepy sounds it makes now when you press that. You see that? That was pretty cool. Little gnarly goat dude. Hey, it's a frog. I found a frog. I found a frog. I found a
It's
frog.
from my favorite book growing up, The Princess and the Frog. My mom said she always caught me by old stinky ponds and wetlands, looking for my future
I wonder why
husband.
Cassie's having these
But
memories.
it wasn't about boys. I fell in love with nature. The sort of spirits that bind us. If a gem or an herb could facilitate a divine connection, why
Wow, they
couldn't an
cannot
animal
spell
have
in
a
this game.
beautiful
What?
soul?
Who made this? Who's the developer? Like, is it not a native English speaking? Hey, Yukapo, welcome back. Yes, yes, creepy, creepy. So spoopy.
I planned on painting my own set
Nice,
of
I
tarot
do like
cards when we
VR,
moved
yeah.
in.
Oh my god.
Now I just can't seem to do it.
They're really doing a good
Cards
job
and
to
their
make me not give
symbols
any
seem to
shits about
take a life of
Felicia.
their own. I don't want to use them.
I don't think so. I think it only works because you're blind, which is fine. That's good to know. Kind of want to see what game over looks like before we finish here. Bye, Felicia. There's this vague warning about monsters and ghosts, but so far I seem to be invincible. Really seem like, oh shit, I'm not invincible, I'm not invincible. That's a good sound. We want to hear that sound when we pick up an item. It's not a like da-da-da-da. It's a fuck you, don't pick up the loot. Deep end. Where are they from? Yeah, so I might use like a short GIF of this just for the Rotary Talk without, you know, commenting on the quality of the game. Just give people the idea that, hey, you could play a game as a blind person. It's kind of cool. Spooky thing floating in the air, always a treat. Huh. Interesting. Did this come out to rave reviews? Like, what was the reception for it? I didn't even look on Steam when I bought it.
Dose 3. Attempted a blockade of presynaptic dopamine reuptake, but this has accelerated patient psychosis. Going to try a cocktail of meproteline, amoxapine, and trazodone. Symptoms not typical postpartum and seem to be triggered in certain parts of the home. Considering hypnosis.
Yeah, let's not. Very positive. Cool. One more rational to himself, Triple Gardner. Whether they like the gimmick or not. That's a cool gimmick. This is the kind of gimmick where I'd be really excited to see Perception 2 once they've iterated on it a little bit. Better sense of what they want to do with it, you know? Hey, door that's not locked. What a treat. Oh, that's cool. Giant spooky spider? Arcade. Pretty cool house, man. It's got an arcade. This game was kickstarted. Interesting.
It appears this method works best with patients that are, how should I say, more loquacious than others. Frank was never the chattiest patient I'd ever had, but the remote sessions are not quite working for us. I'll be calling one of my colleagues shortly to see if he can accommodate Frank into his patient load.
Nice. I think it would be really cool if like they give you all these places to hide and they keep warning you about monsters and it's just never in the game. I mean, the problem with that is it would be really easy for someone to spoil that, and if they did, the entire game would be losing its value. But that would be a cool idea. Like, give you all the typical horror tropes and then just never deliver on it. Love to play that game. I think that's part of what makes Silent Hill so good. That it does have scary parts, but most of what's scary about Silent Hill is that when nothing is happening. It's anticipating bad stuff happening. Hey Silver Star, thanks for the host. How have you been? There's a way outside, it looks like. Think we want to go outside, maybe? Oh, is this platforming? Wait, no, this is just back where we were before. Well, I could, in the interest of progress, start just, like, mad tapping the cane. And if we fight a monster, we fight a monster. Looks like the game saves often enough. I consider that here in a second. Life is a jumping puzzle if you're blind. Back in the arcade. Locked door in here. We can't open it. This way, maybe?
April 2nd. Patient is once again.
We got that one already.
Part of me wonders if the strange sounds around this house aren't just signs of its age. I'm frightened of this place and of my own wife. I spend most of my time in the turret telling Felicia I'm working and watching the baby. In reality, I'm cowering.
I can see better after doing that, kind of. Yeah, I'm in the right general area. Spooky. Oh, that's cool looking. Listen to me, house. Listen to me. Wait for it to not be red anymore, presumably. Cool. All right, well, it's gamifiable then. Not quite Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Shattered Memories is a game where you always know if you're in danger or not. Like, it completely separates the puzzle solving from the combat sections. It looks like this one adds the, like, red screen thing if you're actively being chased. Oh, it would really suck if you're red-green colorblind. Right. Hey, progress. Spooky ghost. Hey, this is where she was puking before. Oh, look at all the candles. That's wonderful. Big fan of a bathroom full of candles. Lining your chakras or some shit. I like the little, like, bug skittering sound whenever you tap. It's cool for the atmosphere. Got a crystal.
First the sagebrushes, now this. How
Great.
does malachite crack? It's supposed to protect me and the baby.
No, it's not. That's not how
How does a
that
gem
works.
inside a silver setting just shatter like that?
Ghosts. Ghosts are the reason. I'll tell you right now, it was ghosts. That's cool. Hey, all the crystals are cracking. Solarium key.
I know how to raise my baby. Give me the goddamn key to the playroom. Where is it? I don't need the pills anymore, and I don't need you watching my every move. Can't you tell? I haven't taken them in days.
That's good. Is a staircase over here somewhere? Yeah, a little skittering sound. This game definitely nails the atmospheric sound effects, I think. There's a thing I hid behind before. When the evil moth monster showed up. So I'm curious now to know, like, how much chattier Cassie is when you're playing it on not Silent Night mode, you know? Like, does she talk after every clue you find? Does she respond to every ghost you run into? I wonder how that came up during development. I wonder if that was like a playtester review comment, like maybe she shouldn't talk so much. We're gonna let you down. Yeah, but she was talking to like giveaway puzzle solutions and stuff early on. That's all.
Keeping these, because at some point, we're gonna need to talk about this.
Mentos fresh and full of life.
I don't understand. Is it Richard doing this? Or the house?
Explore for the next goal.
He's doing it. I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how.
Creepy. Well, that's usually something you want to test for. That's called UAX testing. So it's really interesting. I used to work in UAT. It's meant to be end user experience. And that's separate testing from QA, which is just like confirming that the thing that you're testing does what it's described to do, which sometimes isn't the same thing as doing what the user expects it to do, if that makes sense. And then another level of abstraction from UAT is the UAX user experience. It's like someone who's not really familiar with the product, can they figure out what it's supposed to do just based on what you've shown them. I guess that the Halo, like the whole Halo revolutionizing controller-based shooter gameplay came out of UAX testing, where they were like, handing people the old controller models for playing a shooter like GoldenEye, and they're like, this doesn't do what I expect it to do, right? And now every game uses that model. Oh yeah, that's a bummer. I feel like Valve, when you listen to their developer commentary, it's really interesting to hear when they'll cut or change things because of tester experience. That's a lot of pills. I only saw the one pill earlier. Yeah. Do they have anything that's random like that in Vermintide? Place seems safe to tap. There's a door that I can't open. I kind of want to leave the solarium. I don't see anything else here right now. Maybe I need to trigger a monster. Painting, maybe? Oh, okay. Touch canvas.
I've taken none of his prescriptions.
Yeah, right.
Still see it.
Propagable, I totally agree.
I still see it. I still see it.
What do you still see?
What is it about that tree? I feel it too.
It's the spoopy tree. Event flag hype. Oh, that was cool. Event flag opened the door for us. It was closed before. Oh, wait. Oh, that's creepy. Disregard. Event flag caused a bunch of paintings to block the exit. But now this way's open. They want to unload the rest of the game behind that.
Why am I still seeing it?
Yeah. I wonder if that's the full story. Like, I wonder if they also tested it with real gamers and it wasn't worth the distraction.
Hello?
Oh, that's creepy. That's weird.
Hey, Serge. What's up?
Where are you?
Okay. I'm
The bubble wrap room? That's cool.
I don't know. I guess it was a nursery. There's bubble wrap everywhere.
Just because that's a great thing for a blind person.
Shouldn't you be at 30,000 feet right now? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
That's pretty spooky.
Hello?
So cool.
I'm not afraid of you.
I'm in a room full of bubble wrap, and that's fun,
You
not scary.
can't scare me.
Proceeds to skip. It's like the Always Sunny title card, right? You can't scare me. Cassie gets terrified. Find a place to hide. That's not a place to hide. Working on it. That could work. Oh, creepy. There's a bunch of eggs in here, guys. Maybe I can get past them now. Oh, here we go. Oh, do we have to hide in one of those things?
Whoever you are,
The presence.
I'm not afraid of you.
I'm not afraid of you. Interesting.
You can't spare me.
Yeah, you start to see the code, you start to see the matrix in a lot of randomly generated material. Like, play enough Diablo and you kind of get a sense for what maps can possibly look like and what they can't look like. Yeah, Valve can't count to 3, sorry. Hey, it's another owl. What's up, friendly owl? Oh, you not a real owl? That's kind of spooky.
The baby is gone.
Now there's bubble wrap everywhere. That's cool, but it's kind of silly, right? What can we do to make it really dangerous for a blind lady? Cover the house in spooky bubble wrap.
No, not fire, not here.
Hey, what's wrong with fire? It's not a big deal. Yo, I got 9 minutes left.
9 minutes.
What? Yeah.
Wanna watch the game?
Yeah, what do we
You can sit in the chair or you can sit on the couch.
I'll choose this one.
Oh, the bigger headphones.
Yeah. Too spooky.
So many headphones.
The one that's connected into the computer, there should be a splitter there.
Why is the door green?
Just to highlight that it's a door that you can interact with. Extinguisher. Put out the fire.
Fucking with me.
When have I ever fucked around with you?
Serge, it's actually you.
In the flesh.
So like
It sounds like you can use a hand.
I have literal fire to put out.
Kind of.
Wait a minute, don't hang up.
I'll call you back.
You can press objective button so you don't get too lost.
Are there ghosts?
Yeah, if I make too much noise, they know that I'm here. So I can't tap my cane too much. Every time I tap the cane, the ghosts make a spooky noise, and they get closer to me.
Oh no. Can you see this?
Andrew, didn't you know blind people could identify important objects in their environment by their green coloring?
No, I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever known a blind.
I thought you were going to say, I don't think I've ever been blind.
I've also never been blind.
Is it bad that I almost just asked the question that I'm going to ask now of do you think blind people are red-green colors?
Came up
That
in
would
chat.
be terrible.
Matt was making that play, me. Blind cyst.
Love lights.
Oh, the place is all burnt now.
Hey, how can you tell texture?
What?
Oh, okay.
Patient showing signs of progress. She is
It's
accepting
all
the switch
charged.
to bottle feeding and is no
Our
longer.
friend Chad is over here,
Wait a moment. What's that?
hanging out. We were playing Dominion.
I must be hearing things.
Mysterious voice.
You were asleep.
I am the mysterious voice.
Hello?
I'm the one.
What's
Secret
that? Who's
propagable.
there?
I gotta go back to the baby
No,
crib.
Chad says that we need to watch
Something
Parks and
burning?
Rec.
That's a great show.
It's fantastic.
Every clip I see, I keep telling you we should watch it, and you're like, yeah, I don't care. I'm like, come on.
Leslie Knope will be your hero.
It made
Apparently the
Felicia
first
burn
season
her
sucks
family
because of
alive.
one character.
Why
Yeah,
is
I
it
told you
tormenting
that.
these people?
I told you we should start with season 2.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's like Harry Potter in the
what am I
Sorcerer's
even
Stone. You
doing
just skip
here?
right to chapter 2,
I don't
then you go back, and then it makes
understand.
sense.
I don't remember that.
I shouldn't be here.
How does it open?
In the first
is all
chapter
wrong.
is
I gotta get
Dumbledore
out
dropping
now.
Harry off at his Dursleys,
Yeah.
and you're like, what's going on? None of these all these characters are like,
Oh, there's a like giant flying motorcycle.
yeah, and you're like, what is going on? And it turns out that it makes sense, just it's in completely wrong.
It's context.
Just like the Star Wars prequel movies that don't make sense. They don't make any sense unless you've seen the good parts.
We recently rewatched Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
because
right,
Dylan
propagable.
hadn't seen it since he was a kid, and he wanted to see it as an adult and judge it.
Is the pod race scene still the best scene?
Yes,
Okay.
I like the pod race scene.
Still not good.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Are you an angel?
What do you want from me?
Wait, he really says that?
Yeah, he says that to Natalie Portman.
He says it basically like that.
That's what I call pod
That's
racing.
the first thing he said.
I can't
You an angel?
Not
I
without
heard
the
angels are beautiful.
I'm ready to
Oh,
join.
and then
He is
Jar
9.
Jar?
A 9-year-old would say something like
There's
that.
no one left for me.
Maybe.
Give me a sign you're still here.
Then there's Jar
A
Jar.
knock. Just
I really
footsteps,
like
your
the
phonograph.
where he was actually
Anything.
playlist.
I need to move on, but I'm
I don't
afraid.
remember the details.
Please show
I just
yourself.
remember that Jar Jar was an evil,
Your
dark
sister
Sith.
is suffering.
He explains everything.
Felicia.
Yeah, this is a cool game, and I like the story, and I like its approach to the narrative. It's hard for me when it's a horror
I
story.
need to head back there, stat.
Okay, get back to the rope, Roger.
Wait, Propaganda, you've never seen, like, A New Hope?
Like, I don't have enough information about why Cassie's in this creepy house and what the hell her relationship is with Felicia. Maybe I can pull up, maybe I can pull up the voicemails and get more information, but there's like 12 of those to start, and that's not really a good way to introduce you to a game. Like, hey, read 20 codex entries. It's like the Final Fantasy 13 approach to lore, right? But the gimmick is really cool. Like I said, I'll probably bring this up in my Rotary talk about games as art. It's a neat thing you couldn't do in a movie. Less the ghost thing.
Dylan,
Keep finding these little things in the strangest places
Yeah,
around
we've
the house.
acknowledged that.
we've acknowledged
The
that.
last one I threw
That's
over
so
the side
that's-
of the cliff because it
that's
made me feel
just
dizzy
not
when I
okay.
touched
Yeah,
it.
wow. That's.
But here it is.
I'm just disappointed.
The same one.
Not
I
even
mean,
mad.
this-
Stitched
You
tight
were alive when the
back
prequels
under our
came
bed.
out.
And it's a little soggy.
Oh, so now if he
Hercules, how you
watches
feeling?
them, all he'll be able to see is the fact that George Lucas remastered.
Yep, you can't. Well, you can still get the originals if you care. You go online. People have done their best to put out a decent version of them.
Yeah, because like the VHS tapes still exist.
Yeah, good. Good.
Oh yeah, and if you've never, if you've only seen the prequels too, you can't even do the machete order properly.
That's where you watch the movies in a specific order, where you flash back after the Darth Vader reveal. 4, 5,
4, 5,
2, 3.
You skip one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
you just
watch. It doesn't. Nothing important happens.
because
in the
again,
movie.
the only good scene in that whole movie is the pod racing.
Kitties are not here. They're
No.
scared because of the HVAC earlier and because we have company.
And I swear we have cats. I didn't see them downstairs.
You can see him on cat cam earlier.
You guys have a cat cam?
Yep.
What happened? It wasn't your fault. None of this was your
Is
fault.
it the cute cam? Cute cam.
Kawaii. Oh, someone do kawaii.
What the hell is the point of any of
Sound
this?
effect. And it's gonna say kawaii.
Masochist order.
Oh,
11111.
That makes him cringe. And everything.
Well, yeah, but it's his voice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if I go in and say, what if I say kawaii?
Where am I?
Very spooky rock.
Kawaii. Don't ever do that again, Marstead.
Down in the marketplace, I spied a spry old man handing her this locket. It was inscribed, "Thy healing fingers
So the
hath
real
my
question I
eternal
have
gratitude."
is,
Imagine the
this
shock when he
game
turned and I saw it was
about
Erwin,
blind
the
person?
town
Blind person
cripple,
is
and there was no cane
Yeah,
in
that's
sight.
people in chat mentioned that. I don't think so because I don't think that the audio cues that it uses are actually modeled on the environment.
Oh,
That would be cool if they tried to make a game like that, though.
yeah, a game that only blind. Maybe it'd be an interesting channel, and I don't know how.
It's a good time to stop. We're right at time. Alright, folks, go ahead and sign off and give you a heads up on what's coming up next. And I think it just saved for me, too. Fantastic. Thanks everybody for hanging out as always. Schedule coming up tomorrow. We are playing Shenmue 2. Next week, more of that along with Persona 4 Golden. We're probably going to beat Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater and start Metal Gear Solid 4. We will beat Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 and start the Old Republic. Tonight's vodcast is going to be Final Fantasy XIV, which we started playing about 2 years ago, around this month actually. So check that out. We'll run that until like 2 in the morning or so. Yeah, that's it. Don't forget to vote for the next game at vote.marstead.com. Check out the list of games you've played so far at games.marstead.com. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye.